Hi, this is Tobias from the Firetail team. Today I want to show you how to upload data in acceleration data and magnetometer data in Movebank. So we start by some GPS data and use a custom format in the viewport. After we created a study, of course, we select the data that we want to upload, confirm that we actually own the data. And now you see there's a default sensor type selected that only contains GPS, so we get rid of this first. And instead, you see we have a data type that has multiple values here, so we rely on the sensor type common attribute. And we'll assign the GPS value to GPS, obviously, the sensor to acceleration, and the other sensor values as well. In our case, this is Ornitela data, and we have some start and stop signals that are part of this column. So we can save this here. And so we can distinguish GPS and acceleration data now by the data type column. Now we assign a device ID or animal ID, whatever data you have. So this is not specific to magnetometer data or to acceleration data. And now for the timestamp, you see we don't want to use the first timestamps in this data set because we want to have the millisecond level as well. The milliseconds are obviously very important when you have burst or high resolution data. And then we add some other sensor data, so basic data like the location, latitude, longitude, which is automatically detected pretty well. Then the height above sea level. And yeah, let's move a bit fast forward this. We add the satellite count, voltage of the battery, ground speed with a conversion factor. And now for the magnetometer data. So for the magnetometer, you have the choice to use several units. In our case, we just used G, which boils down to the same basically. So in our case, we have three-dimensional magnetometer data, so X, Y, and Z. And we do the same for the acceleration data, choose the acceleration attributes. And depending on what kind of data you have, you either choose raw data or your acceleration X in terms of meter per square sec normalized data. And yeah, you successively add this to our data set. Then we add some further data that is like generic. We don't want to do a deep dive here, so depending on what you have, you assign the appropriate columns from the set of available Movebank data. So when we're done with assigning all the columns, we can finish this process and possibly assign a name to the format that we have just defined. Do an import, and once we see the screen, we can switch to Firetail and open the tag that we just created, log into the Movebank server, download whatever we have, and in our case, choose the Ornitela X sample, the Ornitela sample 2023 it just used for uploading, and open the data. And in our case, obviously I downloaded this previously, so I overwrite whatever I have there and open the tag, and voila, there it is.